You think you know sports? Well, you don't know Jack. The You Don't Know Jack show starts now.
Hello and welcome to the You Don't Know Jack show with Jonah.
Hey.
Aaron.
No.
And myself, Carson, as we are here for episode number 3. Technically our 4th episode after the introduction episode, but we are here for episode number 3. And we want to get right into it. Of course, the big news in the NBA, Lebron James is now the top paid player. And Aaron, what are your initial thoughts?
He deserves it. So.
Well,
That's all I got.
That was well stated. LeBron signs a new multi-year contract with Cleveland, and it is a 3-year deal worth $100 million. And the salary for the first year for James will be $31 million, making him the highest player in the NBA. And that will be the first time in his career he's the highest paid player. That's a tongue twister for me, I guess. And the salary for the 2017-2018 season will top $33 million, making him the highest paid player in a single season in league history, exceeding the $33 million that Michael Jordan earned in 97-98 seasons with the Bulls. And it's hard to imagine that Michael Jordan made that much money back then, and there's nobody other than LeBron who's going to make that much money in 2016. Is that crazy, or is that just me?
It's just you.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
It's pretty insane.
It is what it is, you know. I mean, Mike Conley's making a lot, and I don't think he deserves it, but there's a lot of players who made way more than they should have, but LeBron deserves it. So.
Yeah, I think he deserves it. It's just kind of shocking that nobody else has made that money since Michael Jordan made that in 1997 and 98. That money.
I'm surprised Kobe hasn't made that much.
Yeah, or even somebody like Shaq back when he was in the league, or somebody like that, Paul Pierce, or somebody when Paul Pierce was good. But yeah, it's kind of shocking to me in some ways. But I mean, the deal, obviously, he's definitely worth every penny of it. There should be no dispute about that. That's for sure. He said, GM David Griffin saying, we are very fortunate to have a championship group together, one that has grown organically to trust and sacrifice for one another and on and off the floor. And, of course, at the core of the group, he says, is LeBron. And obviously, he's a big reason why they won the title. Kyrie Irving obviously had a big part in it too. But yeah, definitely Cleveland needed to get that deal done. And I don't think there was any doubt in anybody's mind that LeBron was going to sign back with Cleveland. I guess the only question was going to be is if he would sign a multi-year contract and how much he would get paid.
Well, they just got to sign J.R. Smith. And they got the same team, well, just about the same team they had last year.
Yep.
Without Della Vadova, but he hardly even played in the playoffs last year.
Yep.
Or,
Milwaukee's winning it all with Della Vadova.
Woo!
Jonah, what's your thoughts on the LeBron signing?
Jonah hates LeBron, so.
What? No. Yeah, I think he definitely deserves it. He, puts in the time and effort to be as good as he is.
All right. The Jonah knows. His nose? No.
Jonah knows no bounds.
I don't.
And LeBron, as we mentioned, finally catching Michael Jordan in that deal, as he will be paid higher than Michael Jordan and that'll be the first time anybody has been paid more than Michael Jordan's season. What are your thoughts on that part of it? Are you thinking he's worth as much or more than Michael Jordan, or do you think it's just kind of the way it happened?
I think it has more to do with the salary cap. I don't really look at it as does he deserve to get paid more than Michael or not. It was totally different times back then. Like I said, there's players who hardly even play that well making, huge money. I mean, Curry is making less than Solomon Hill. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Everybody's getting money, so it's not a huge shock to me that he signed a huge contract.
Jonah, what do you think?
I mean, I don't think he... I don't think it's that big of a deal that he's making more than what Jordan did, I guess. I mean...
Like,
he deserves it.
I'm more surprised that Jordan made that much back then.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not surprised at the deal LeBron just signed. I'm surprised Jordan made that much back then. Not that he wasn't worth it, but
Right.
I didn't think they had the kind of money back then.
Yeah, no, especially not in sports. Now it's like just crazy what
Now
people
they're
are
just
making.
throwing out
and
money, and then the NFL is going to start doing it, and then...
Yeah, baseball's been doing it already. So, yeah, everybody's making money that's good at sports. Who would have thought?
But not all of them are good.
That's part of the problem. So, the next topic of conversation, Team USA. They have struggled. It's kind of been a little bit of a shock. The LeBron James the deal was reported by ESPN, and then the Michael Jordan comparison and deal with the Cavs for LeBron compared to Michael's with the Bulls. That was from the RollingStone.com. This is from USAToday.com. Like it or not, this band of NBA alpha makes that comprises the Olympics men basketball is not going to waltz through games as if it did in December, like a matchup with the 76ers. It may have taken a game or three that reality to sink in for them a little bit, I guess. But they officially reached the point of reconciliation. Just ask Paul George. He says, to start out, heading into the Olympics, in parentheses, I thought personally that we were going to dominate these games. They were going to come easy. That's what he said. But you start playing the better competition, and you see across the board that these teams are pretty good. So, Paul George thinking it's going to be pretty easy, guys. He must have been in for a rude awakening.
You know what this team's missing is LeBron.
Yeah,
they need something. They need some sort of leadership.
Because they got guys like Harrison Barnes. Like, come on, man. He doesn't belong anywhere near the USA team, I don't think. And
No.
Guys like DeRozan and Lowry, they're good, but I mean, this is, USA basketball we're talking about here. You should go after... And a lot of players decline to play, which I get that, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, they're definitely... This USA team is not as strong as it's been in the past.
Jonah, what do you think?
Obviously, he was... he was obviously dumb for saying something like that, because... Nothing is really that easy to, go into.
Well, yeah, even when they were stacked, they had some good competition.
Yeah.
And, this team is less than those teams, so of course it's going to be,
It's like saying a team would go undefeated, but
I like that
they don't
Sixers
look
line,
at,
though. That
the
was pretty
schedule
funny.
or anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Sixers comparison was kind of funny. Which it is kind of true, though, because, it's basically the same thing. You're going against the Sixers, you're going against China or whatever.
Or, like, the Lakers, or...
Hey, watch it.
the Suns or
Yeah.
whatever.
So yeah, it's kind of surprising, I think, that the U.S. has so much way more talent than any other country in the world, and we're barely winning games by like 3 points, and it's kind of ridiculous, honestly, if you ask me. I mean, I like the games being closer, I guess. It almost makes me want to watch them.
Yeah.
But still not to that point yet. It's just that I mean, I've watched some Olympics. I've watched a little bit of Olympic diving and a little bit of soccer and things like that, but I haven't gotten into the basketball just because it's like, what's the point? I mean, the U.S. is going to win. No one else is going to stand a shot, but according to the USA Today and according to watching it, it looks like the other teams are standing a shot. So, yeah, I guess I would say Paul George and the other guys, they need to realize that competition can come from anywhere. I mean, they really shouldn't be losing, but when you play down to the level of your competition, then that's
just
what you get.
picture if Kyrie played with that Australia team, because they're already pretty good.
Yeah.
Because he was born in Australia,
Yeah.
That would be, they could actually win it if he played over there. But yeah, there's some decent international teams.
Yeah.
This last game they dominated, though, I thought.
Yeah, I think I haven't.
Like the last two, I think.
Yeah, they've been kind of better, but lately. But what do you think? Why do you think? Is it just mainly because they were underrating competition or playing down to the competition's level?
I think the other teams probably have better teamwork.
Yeah. Maybe more playing time together.
Especially from what I've heard about that Australian team, they had really good teamwork. I didn't watch the game, but that's what I heard.
Mm-hmm.
And they play good defense. So I think this team maybe has too many shooters.
Yeah. Not enough
passing.
defending.
Because you got Melo, Clay, Kyrie, Durant. It's just a bunch of shooters.
Where's the defense?
And that too, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Jonah, what do you think is the explanation for the USA struggle?
I guess they just automatically assumed that they were gonna, dominate, and they didn't expect much from the other teams. They didn't expect the worst, which is usually the case for certain teams, like in the NBA or NFL. They'll be like, yeah, this team sucks, I can beat them, and then, you get crushed by them.
It's like on 2K, my team will be way better than the other team. But I play a computer on Hall of Fame, so it's always going to be...
And you'll still get crushed.
Well, I can win, but it'll be close every time.
Yeah.
And my team will be way better than theirs, but... Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of a bad comparison, because that's me playing against a thing that's,
Yeah. So do you think there's anybody in particular to blame for the struggles of the U.S.?
It's definitely not Coach K. I don't think. I think... Who assembles a team?
I think it just basically depends on who wants to play and who doesn't, basically.
There's got to be a committee, though.
Yeah, I'm sure it's somebody...
I think they're to blame, honestly. They, like I said, they just picked out all the scorers. They didn't...
Well, I think there was quite a few that actually declined invitations.
Yeah, I know
though.
LeBron and Curry did, and yeah, I guess there's not... I mean, if you put, James Harden on there, it doesn't help. If you put... this person, it doesn't help. If you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
James Harden is probably the most overrated player in the NBA.
I think him and, yeah, pretty much just...
Pretty much just him.
Yeah.
And then there's Jonah. He's pretty overrated.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, how's he even in the NBA?
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, so then Charles Barkley opens his mouth again, believe it or not.
Great. Was he drunk again?
Who knows? He is talking about this struggles for the Team USA, and he has the same thing going on, kind of your same feeling, and he thinks it's the roster construction that is part of the problem too.
Wow,
So
I actually agree with him on something for once.
He says to Sports. Well, this is SportsIllustrated.com, or SI.com, but Barkley told Sports360Arizona.com, "It's not a good team to put together. If you take away DeAndre Jordan, every guy on that team is a ball-dominant guy. You see them playing a lot of one-on-one basketball. And you take a guy like Kyle Lowry, who is a hell of a player, Barkley says. He wants to score. Kyrie Irving wants to score. Kevin Durant wants to score. DeMar DeRozan wants to score. And so I think that they have been really stagnant offensively. When they put that team together in the future, they have to realize we can't have just really, really great offensive players. They got to have players that don't get a shot, like a Draymond Green. They're not just going to stand around and mope. Draymond Green was my opinion. He's not much of a shooter. But
why isn't Kawhi Leonard in there?
Yeah, that's a good question. He must
have
have declined.
Yeah, if he declined, then I get it. But
that
if
would
they
be a
just
big help.
straight up didn't invite him, or you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. He's a really good player, but guys like him or like Jimmy Butler and you would think Paul George would help this lineup a lot, but
Yeah.
from what I've heard, he hasn't really.
No,
I guess he's probably still, scared from what happened to him, which was unfortunate, but
Yeah. If I was him, I probably wouldn't want to play in the Olympics
it's
again.
like, if you're going to play scared, don't even play. Like, I don't know. Why even risk it?
It was like Romo last year when he came back
Yeah.
against the Panthers.
Now every time he gets hit this year, I'm going to be like,
Yeah.
no.
You'd be like, oh no, he's going to die.
So I kind of just thought of something. What do you guys think about the whole Carmelo thing? He's saying that he would rather have 3 Olympic gold medals than an NBA title.
So stupid.
It's like, dude, you paid to be an
One thing
NBA
I've been
player.
hearing about is LeBron says Jordan gets too much credit for his rings, and I completely agree with that. Not just because it's LeBron who said it. If anybody said that, I would agree with it.
You said LeBron gets too much credit for his rings?
LeBron said Jordan gets too much credit.
Okay.
Like Pippen doesn't get any of the credit. Rodman, Steve Kerr, Phil Jackson.
Yeah.
All the good coaching and players they had, and Jordan's the only one that gets credit on that team.
Well, and you could say the same thing for LeBron, too. I mean, you had D. Wade and Chris Bosh in Miami. And
yeah, but people give them more credit
Kyrie.
than, like...
Yeah, I can see where you're going on that.
Like, Pippen's a Hall of Fame player.
Mm-hmm.
I mean...
Kyrie could be someday.
Wade will be.
Yep, Wade. Bosh, probably not.
I just think it's unfair.
It's a good point. One thing I didn't mention when the Kevin Durant signing to Golden State went on, I completely disagree with Stephen A. Smith. I've listened to his opinion on Kevin Durant going to Golden State. If I was Kevin Durant, I would go to Golden State. I would want to go to a better team. I wouldn't want to go to a worse team. He basically said that I don't want you to go to the team that beat you. Why would you go to a team that you beat then? That doesn't make sense. Or that you're better than.
I have mixed feelings on it. I can't really be too harsh because LeBron did the same thing, and he's my favorite player.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I mean, if it was me, I would have either stayed in Oklahoma City or went to Golden State. Those would be my only 2 options, honestly.
I don't know. He could have done well in Boston, though.
But I mean, like, why would you go anywhere, like, worse? Like,
well, I'd rather play in the East than the West.
Well, yeah. I mean, it kind of depends. Like, if you want to get to the finals, you'd probably have a better chance to go, like, with the
Well, maybe
Warriors.
you wouldn't have a better chance in the East because you do have to go through LeBron.
Yeah, and we know how Kevin Durant has fared against
exactly.
LeBron. But yeah, my opinion is if he would go anywhere, should have been to Golden State. Otherwise, he just should have stayed in Oklahoma City.
I think he should have stayed. Honestly, I think they were that close last year. I don't know I think if Draymond would have gotten suspended one of those games, they could have won that series.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people are saying.
But I think I still would have had the Cavs beating them in the finals. But
Yep.
maybe if they made it to the finals, he would have stayed.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's a possibility. So yeah, I think we kind of all agree with Charles Barkley's explanation on Team USA.
For once.
Yeah, that's kind of a rarity. Sometimes he points out some really outlandish things.
Sometimes he's just straight up stupid. I can't.
Yeah.
That's laughable.
So now we're going to play some yay or nay NBA edition. LeBron James is still underpaid, yay or nay. Jonah?
No. I'm sure a lot of people could argue he's overpaid now, but I still think he's worth exactly what he makes.
Why does your headset look so tight?
I don't know.
Squeezing your head.
Nah, it's fine.
Anyway, I think he's underpaid. No. I think it's pretty fair. Maybe a little more, but they got to think of signing other players too and stuff like that. So
I think
about the franchise too and how much money they have too. So.
I think next offseason when Curry signs a deal larger than LeBron will be underpaid again.
Oh yeah.
I think it's. I mean, I think.
But there's no guarantee.
I think it's pretty inevitable if Curry has another great season. He's got more
There's
money.
no guarantee he'll get more because.
I mean, if he stays with Golden State, yeah.
Yeah, because they just got Durant. They have a lot of money they have to dish out. But
I wouldn't be surprised if he left. I'm just saying because Durant has an opt out, and
I see them possibly making the finals, but I see them having a lot of chemistry issues.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's going to be
somebody's going to be mad.
Somebody's leaving next offseason.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
Somebody's going to be mad.
MJ would make more money in today's NBA than LeBron James. Yay or nay, Aaron?
If it were up to me, nay. But he probably would.
Jonah?
Yeah, I'd say he probably would make as much as he did, or
I'd probably give him the same amount.
Way more. Nowadays, obviously.
I'd say he would probably make a little bit more just because of his experience in NBA finals a little bit. I mean, he's got about the same experience, but he's got more rings than LeBron.
So you're talking about him in his prime?
Yeah. Like if he was in today's NBA in his prime.
That'd be a sweet rivalry.
Oh my goodness.
Watch Jordan.
Oh my goodness. That would be great. Add Larry Bird back to the Celtics.
Larry's one of my faves.
Yeah. He was good. Not MJ good. I don't care what people say. Boston fans. Anyways, and now, so we did a yay or nay last week already. Team, or maybe even the first show. Team USA still won't lose a game. Jonah, yay or nay?
I think nay.
Well, they're already playing for the gold. I think this next game's for
gold.
Aren't
they? Is it?
I
okay.
Think so, yeah. So.
Oh. Okay.
They have one left, so are they going to win or lose, basically?
I don't know. I guess it's kind of up in the air now because of that.
Who are they playing? That's what I don't know. I'm going to have to look at that.
I'll let you look that up. Yeah, I really didn't look any of the schedule up, but so you don't think they're going to lose one yet?
Well, I don't know. I guess I'm in the middle on that one.
There's only one left. I'd say they won't, but I would be a little bit leery if there's more than one game left. If there's more than one game, I could see them losing one yet, I guess.
I can't find it, dang it.
Okay.
You can just move on. I'll find it.
We'll find that later, hopefully. I'm going to do quick quick commercial read here. CarRental8.com is our sponsor. When you go to their website, you go CarRental8.com and you click the promo code JackShow5. You can also go to our website, YouDon'tKnowJackShow.com, and go to the sponsors page, and you can type in YouDon'tKnowJackShow.com, or you can type in the promo code after you've clicked on the sponsor page. Click on the CarRental8.com link. Sorry, I'm totally out of it right now. You can click the link, go to the site, and in the promo code box, you type JackShow5. That's JACSHOW, all caps, and the number 5, and you will get 5% off your next car rental from CarRental8.com. They would appreciate it, and we would appreciate it as well. There's no extra charge for you, but it's a big help to us if we can get something back and help our show along.
Gold medal game is Sunday, tomorrow. USA against Serbia.
Serbia?
SRB, Serbia, right?
Yeah, it sounds right. Yep.
Yeah, they won their last game by 6, and the game before that by 27.
Okay.
So
Yeah, so it'll be interesting.
I think they'll win it.
They probably will. They should. Shouldn't even be close, but you never know. So now, moving on to everybody's favorite topic, the NFL. And quickly just go around. Jonah, what are your thoughts on the preseason so far? Cowboys with another victory last night over the Dolphins, or actually their first.
I was going to say.
Never mind, they lost to the Rams.
I think that the backup is looking really
Jonah
promising.
doesn't even know who the backup is. He's a Cowboys fan.
Well,
What's his name, Jonah? Let's go.
Who it is.
Dak Prescott. Come on, man.
Yeah, I knew that, but
Gotta start following college football. Jeez.
Yeah,
but yeah,
we'll talk college next.
the way he's playing looks really promising, and I think the Cowboys might have,
And the cool thing is
more than
that,
meets
is
the
that
eye
he
this
gets
year.
a couple years to learn under Romo, too.
Yeah.
He already looks good. So
Yeah.
And he's a dual threat.
Yes,
That too.
that's
He's been
Nice,
fun to
too.
watch from what I've seen because I watched most of that Rams game. I didn't get to catch the Dolphins game, but yeah, he looks fun. He's fun to watch, and he's got quite the arm. So I think he outplayed Jared Goff pretty good in that first game. So
yeah. I think the Rams are going to have another building year here.
another just lean on Todd Gurley all year.
Well, and I think they're going to win some games because of Todd Gurley, though. I think,
Probably,
and
he's good.
we'll talk about in yay or nay. We'll talk about our possible bottom 3 teams. We're gonna have that here
Cowboys,
pretty quick.
Vikings, and
Please no. So now we move on. I think so far I think the Vikings have looked good for my thoughts on the preseason, and there should
they
be
just beat Seattle.
beat
Too bad it
Seattle.
wasn't a
Blair Walsh made a 27-yard field goal.
Too bad it wasn't a playoff.
Yeah.
rematch.
He
Maybe.
made a 27-yard field goal this time.
Oh, now he makes. Oh.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
I saw
really.
that pick 6 they had.
Yeah, Marcus Sherrills.
Yeah,
Still don't like him.
The guy you don't like there. Well, he got it thrown right to him.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, nobody ever realizes that as Viking fans. They're like, oh, he's so good. It was right to him. I know
I
there's...
think Jonah could have probably.
Yeah. There's something to be said for being in the right place at the right time, but still, my goodness. It's like, give him a little bit less credit.
I'd give the pass rush the credit.
Like
They were right in his face. They forced
Yeah.
that throw. Yeah.
And one of his one of his punt returns for touchdowns one time, he didn't call for a fair catch, and there was a guy right on him, and somehow he got away from him. He basically pwned him, but
Spun out of it.
Yeah, but he somehow leapt over him, or yeah. And then another one, it was perfect blocking. So it's like, okay, you can't give him so much credit for all that. But I'm kind of a hater on him, so.
And he plays for your team.
Yeah, I know. I got a couple guys I'm not too necessarily fond of. But anyways, moving on to the Al Jazeera report back in December. The announcement was made that Green Bay Packers linebackers Clay Matthews, Julius Peppers, along with Steelers linebacker James Harrison, were accused of possibly taking some PEDs from Al Jazeera America, a company that is no longer going, and they were shut down. Baseball had some guys that were part of Al Jazeera, like Ryan Braun. I think Alex Rodriguez might have been part of that as well. Obviously, he took drugs. I'm not sure if it was from Al Jazeera America or not, but Peyton Manning also was named in the report for the HGH, I think, and he got cleared of that. But here's Harrison, James Harrison's comments. He said, "I never took a PED in my life and never failed a drug test. Simple. Simple. Whatever evidence they think
What?
they have."
Simple?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like,
Go to school.
yeah, go to school. Whatever evidence they think they have or reason for questioning me, I really don't know. I wouldn't really have a problem with it being filmed, live, just to, make sure there's no questions of what's going on. I can't see why we can't have the media there and do a live interview to ask them questions, and I can answer them, and you all can see what evidence they got or don't have. And this grammar is awful. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Anyway.
The report's out. Do you guys? I think they're scheduled to meet with the NFL. Should they meet with them or should they not?
I think that I could see James Harrison doing PEDs. I mean, he's a freak. I mean,
Yeah, he's like 39 years old.
look at the workouts he does.
Yeah.
How does he do that without anything? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. And the other two haven't even defended themselves or anything.
Not really. I think they finally said they will.
Well, they're probably guilty.
They're going to meet with the NFL though. So.
Oh, okay.
They haven't really said much on the
I think
issue.
it's
It doesn't
dumb
say.
that the NFL can just pick and choose who they want to. You know what I mean?
Well, the player. Honestly, I think the whole CBA thing is messed up because I think the players gave Roger Goodell way too much power
Yeah.
when they signed
Well,
that
he's an
CBA.
idiot.
Honestly, I could see a whole year holdout once again. I think it expires in 2020 or 2022 or something like that. I could see it.
I think that I'm sure the players they're looking at don't test positive for them, but there's probably players they're not even thinking of that probably take them. That's
I think
the flaw in it. you
Yeah,
know what I mean?
and I think the new CBA is gonna the players are gonna be we want weed. They're gonna say we want marijuana. And
I'm sure they will make that legal in the NFL.
because by the time the new CBA is supposed to come out, honestly, I could see marijuana being legal in every state. Honestly,
it's illegal and
it's illegal in Iowa. It's
legal in half of them.
It's legal in quite a few of them. Yeah. It's kind of interesting on that. But I think the PA is going to have a lot of things that they want the NFL to do for them before they sign the new CBA.
Just make the NFL fun again.
Yeah. Roger Goodell, the No Fun League.
Can't
enough.
even do certain celebration. That's dumb.
Barely can have a kickoff return anymore because nobody wants to because they go out to the 25. It's dude, you're taking away the game. I mean, people
and the field goal and the extra points being that far,
I think that is kind of a cool one.
it's okay. It's kind of dumb though.
It's kind of dumb. Why would you change it? Kind of a thing. But I mean,
I think all extra points are dumb. Honestly,
yeah. Why don't you
what's
just
the
make
point?
it 7 or just have it be 6?
What's the point?
Yeah.
There's no
yeah.
point.
So, Jonah, what do you think about these players? Should they meet with them or not? Meet with the NFL?
Oh, I think they should.
what?
By the way.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
I didn't say that.
I mean, I think they should too. I
Just to
guess.
show them how stupid they are.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
Pretty
accusing
much.
them of.
Yeah.
And if they're not guilty, they have nothing to hide.
Right.
Yeah, so they can just be yeah,
Just we didn't do them.
back off.
Mm-hmm.
Go away, Roger Goodell. Stop
Yeah,
being the
please.
commissioner. We're okay.
Yeah, I think he's Honestly, I'm shocked
At
that
the
he
end of
hasn't
his
been
rope?
impeached yet. And I
Yeah.
think there's so many.
There's going to be a mutiny.
I've heard some
Hard
people.
mutiny on him.
I've heard some people defend Roger Goodell, like Colin Cowherd's one of them, and saying that he's got so many decisions he's got to make. And yeah, that's true, but he's paid $40 million to make them, so he better be making the right decision.
Well, I think like the players should have a say. Like, I don't know. I don't think he should make everything up.
Well, that's part of the
I'm
problem
sure
with
there's
the
like
CBA
a committee,
right now.
but like in the NBA, there's like spokespeople, and
Yeah.
you know, like LeBron's one of them. He kind of gets a say, and you know.
Mm-hmm. So, anyways, they're going to meet with them, and it's probably a wise decision. If you're not guilty, why are you hiding anything? So, all right. So now we got a little Vikings and Cowboys talk. First of all, top players to watch this season for each of our teams. We'll start with the Cowboys, and we'll start with Jonah. What's the top player you're looking forward to seeing for the Cowboys this year?
Cowboys. I'd probably say. Well, for me, I'd probably say I'm excited for Zeke. You know, to like actually show us how how great he is.
He forgot about
But I would like to see just all of them as a whole, really.
Yeah, Romo and Dez
Yeah.
bounce back.
Who do you think's going to have the best overall performance this year for them?
I'd probably say Romo, actually. I think he's going to just like tear it up. And
Jonah's like throwing shade at Dez here. Or
what are you talking
I
about,
don't know
dude?
what's going
He's
on here.
he's not gonna just target Dez though. That's
yeah,
what I'm saying.
Romo will have a good year, but I think Dez will have the best year. Him or Zeke. Well, they both have to stay healthy, but I think the whole offense will have a good year, and I'm excited to watch the offense. What I'm looking forward to watching is how the defense plays. I know they're getting a lot of crap lately, but they still have some players if they can stay healthy. So
Yeah, I think for me, I'm going to say it's probably Zeke. I'm going to say Zeke. I think Dez is going to draw a lot of attention, and I think people might underrate Zeke a little bit, even though a lot of fantasy owners really aren't. I think some teams might look over him a little bit, and that offensive line, I think he's going to have over 1,500 at least all-purpose yards.
yeah, if
And-
McFadden could run for 1,300 behind that line, I think.
Yeah, and I mean, he's going to catch out of the backfield and all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. I think that Cowboys offense, if they get all their parts, and get everything going the way it should be a really fun offense to watch. The only bad thing is the defensive side right now.
I'm excited for all the offense, but what I'm most intrigued by would have to be how the defense is going to work out.
Mm-hmm.
I trust the coaching.
Or at least Marinelli.
Yeah, I love Rod Marinelli.
How about Jason Garrett, though?
You still got guys like Sean Lee, Skandrick, and, Barry Church. They're still good players. I mean,
Take me to church.
DeMarcus Lawrence really screwed us because he was up and coming. And
Randy Gregory.
yeah, Tyrone Crawford, he's a force in the middle. They got a few players on defense. It's just about not smoking weed and staying on the
PEDs.
field, and don't be like Rolando McClain.
Stay off the weed.
No, they should be. I don't think they'll be dead last in defense. I think the Saints will probably be dead last again.
Oh, gosh. So we talked about our top players for the Cowboys this season. I'm going to start on the Vikings. I'm looking forward to seeing how Teddy Bridgewater develops, and I think he could have an interesting season. I don't think he'll pass for 4,000 yards, but I could see at least 3,500, and I think he's going to be the key player on the Vikings team this season to watch. Jonah, what do you think?
What?
Who do you think is going to be the key player on the Vikings?
Vikings. Oh. I'd probably say Bridgewater, actually.
That's what I just said.
Oh.
Wow,
I can't say
Jonah's
that either.
really paying attention.
I can't say that either. Okay.
You could.
Yuckies.
Actually, no. I'd probably say Diggs. Actually, I
was
think he
gonna
might
say that.
have a pretty good. He might have a really good year. Actually,
Obviously AP, but that answer doesn't even.
Yeah.
That doesn't even count.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at Treadwell a little bit. I think Charles Johnson might actually have a bounce back here.
There's a good chance he starts opening day, actually.
I look out for the whole receiving core. We'll see if they can help Bridgewater out.
Should be interesting. It definitely. Offensive line also a key part of this
Well,
team.
they got some pieces there.
They got some pieces. If they can
their
be any
pieces.
better than last year, I could see the Vikings making a playoff run. But we'll see. So now we'll move to the rest of the NFL. Some top players on any team other than the Vikings or Cowboys. Jonah, who are some players around the league that you're interested in seeing play this year? Top players, bounce back years, anything like that?
I'd probably say, let's see. I think Gates. No, not Gates. Antonio Brown will have a really
Wrong,
really,
Antonio.
Yeah, no. I know he'll have a really good
Antonio
year.
Gates too. I mean,
Chargers Super
He'll have
Bowl.
a really good year, I think, and I think D'Angelo Williams might have a pretty good year too, because
Well, depending on how long
they might use him more this
Le'Veon's
year.
gone.
I think even when Le'Veon comes back, he should get more playing time.
By the way,
because-
he got his suspension taken down to 3 games instead of 4 now.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then when Brady comes back,
well,
I think
obviously.
he's obviously going to have.
Look out for Gronk.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Look out for Julio. Look out for Hopkins. Look out for. There's a lot of receivers.
Yeah,
to look out for.
obviously.
Mhm.
Look for Todd Gurley,
Yeah. He could.
AP, Thomas Rawls.
No, none of our teams.
Oh yeah, oops.
No AP. Bye.
AJ Green.
Yeah. Cincinnati could still be tough after.
We'll see how
I've seen
Jordy plays when he comes back.
gosh.
We'll see how Romo.
They're going to the
not our
Super Bowl
teams.
now, guys. Jordy's back.
Yeah, there's a lot of players. The list goes on and on, but there's a lot of receivers that I'm looking at.
Did you say Luck?
No, I didn't. He'll probably have a bounce.
I am going to say Andrew Luck is going to have a huge bounce back year.
Jonah's favorite player right there.
I think Andrew Luck is going to have a monster year, and I think the Colts are going to win 12 games. I think that's what I predicted. 12
People
and 4.
think the Cowboys' defense is bad.
Yeah, the Colts' defense is bad, but I think they're going to win so many games with their offense. I think they'll lose at least one of their games to the Texans, one of their games to the Jaguars. I think they'll beat the Titans both
the Jags
times.
are going to win it, man.
And they'll probably lose 2 more games. Yeah, that's what your prediction was, but I think the Colts are back on top again. I think
Go Jags! Woo!
I think you can't keep Andrew Luck out of the playoffs again. He's just that good of a quarterback.
That'll be a tight division, I think.
Yeah, it should be.
I don't see any of those teams making the Super Bowl though.
No, I'd say the Colts' ceiling would be the AFC Championship game.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say they go any further than that. Yeah, and I agree. The Patriots. I think Jonah mentioned the Patriots will be interesting to watch all season with Brady out the first 4, and Garoppolo filling in. I think they're going to at least lose 1.
Would not surprise me if they lost all 4. Honestly.
I think they'll at least win 1, and I could also see them at least or only losing 1. I mean, I could see it going either way. I don't think they'll be 4-0. I don't think they'll be 0-4.
They'll probably be 2-2.
Probably something like that. Definitely aren't going to win. Definitely aren't going to win against Arizona in Arizona. With that team, I'd be shocked. And opening night, I think it's the Broncos and Panthers. Maybe it's the Broncos and Panthers. We'll have to look at that again. We'll get that up for you. But next week, by the way, just so you all know, we'll not have the show next week. We're going to have some editing on the website and some other stuff going on to hopefully upgrade some things. So no show next week, and it should be a pretty non-news week next week with the preseason still going on. And so then we'll be back the following week for some more talk. Hopefully, we'll talk some more football and more stuff like that. So anyways, those are kind of some of our players around the league. Now we'll play some Yay or Nay NFL edition. Jonah, the NFL should shorten the preseason by at least one game. Yay or Nay?
To be fair,
they did that
Yeah.
already this year.
to be fair,
No
I don't
Hall of
even.
Fame game.
Well, I mean, like by one
Yeah.
week.
To be fair, though, I don't. I mean, if they really wanted to like get rid of one game, they could just get rid of all of the preseason because.
I think you need at least 2
I
preseason
don't know.
games.
Preseason's kind of interesting to watch.
Yeah, but
I don't
mean,
think you need to have 4 of them though. I'd say like 2 or 3 would be good. And
Well,
then-
that's pretty much like the NFL's D League. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like that's the only way they know
Well, I think they
of
should add a
players
D League.
that you know.
They should take 2 preseason games away, add a D League, and then add 2 to the regular season. I mean,
They
as much,
can't call it the D League though.
right.
It'd have to
Obviously,
be like
it'd have to be like
something else.
yeah,
but
like Canadian football, or maybe that'll be the D League of the NFL someday.
Canadian football.
Yeah, CFL. Woo. So, anyways, I think we all kind of agree on that one that they should. Now the next one, yay or nay, Aaron, the Al Jazeera report should be thrown away, yay or nay?
the report of what?
The report of all the players
Oh.
that supposedly took drugs. I mean, the company's
well, like
not
I
even
said,
around anymore.
they should just test everybody or not test anybody at all. It shouldn't be a random thing. I don't know.
Jonah?
What? Yeah, I think they should probably at least test everybody, because if like
Jonah's not paying attention to
what?
that, by the way.
I'm totally paying attention. No. But like we were saying earlier, anybody could, be taking something or other,
They won't get tested. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, here's the third one for the NFL. The bottom 3 teams in the league will be the Eagles, 49ers, and Chargers. Jonah, yay or nay?
Definitely.
That's
yay
actually
on the
really-
Eagles.
Yeah, that's actually a really tough one. I'd definitely say the Chargers and the Eagles, but I'd probably put like the Jags in there or something.
Wow. He thinks the Jags are going to be
I
bad.
predict him to win the division. He predicts it to be the
Bottom
worst
league.
team. Where are the Browns in that? What?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, that's true too.
Kind of forgot the
Think of
Browns. Well, it's yay or nay. It's
Well,
so
maybe
exactly in that
not
order.
the Niners. I'd say the Browns
So-
would probably be worse.
So you'd say those 3 are your bottom 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't believe he
Aaron?
picked the Jags. What an idiot. Anyway. The Browns. The Eagles, probably. That's biased, by the way. And I'm trying to think of a terrible team. I can't. Let's see.
Saints?
They have a good offense, though.
Breeze is still there. He's still breezing through
I
the
might
league.
have to say like the Titans or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They could be interesting, though. I'd say it's pretty close to right. I'd say probably the Browns will be. I'd say this
The
is
Rams could be terrible.
Here's
too.
my
We
bottom
don't
5
know.
teams for this season. It'll be the Eagles will be the worst team in the league.
Oh yeah.
The Browns will be the second worst team.
The Eagles, Giants,
31.
Redskins.
49ers will be 30th. Chargers will be
Actually,
29th.
the Bears.
Ooh. That's a tough
And
one,
I
too.
will
They
say
could be bad too.
I will say the Titans will be
I don't know, I think-
28th.
Browns, Eagles, Bears, probably for me.
Okay.
I don't see either
Yeah.
3 of those teams looking good at all. I'm gonna say Redskins, Eagles, Giants, what?
The
Cowboys,
Packers, Lions,
Vikings.
Bears. Oh my!
No, we got Patriots, Cowboys, and the Seahawks.
Oh gosh.
That's the worst teams.
All right, here is the final yay or nay for the NFL. Antonio Brown will be the top fantasy wide receiver and top wide receiver in general after the NFL season.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
Like I said, there's so many good receivers. Oh.
I think everybody knows my answer if they listened to last week.
You probably say yay, blah, blah. Anyway. I want to say yay, but there's so many receivers, so
I'd probably say yay.
I'm going to go maybe on that because I just don't.
May.
If I get the chance, I'm gonna pick.
I'm not going to say nay
as my
because
first pick
I do believe he
for the
can
fantasy.
be. So I'm kind of in the middle on that one.
And Joan and I both say yay.
Yeah.
Yay.
I'm definitely
He'll be
gonna.
up.
I'm
He'll
definitely
be
gonna
top
try and.
3, obviously.
I'll
for
definitely
sure,
try and
but-
pick him up.
Yeah.
You know, on the fantasy.
And he'll probably be the first off the board.
Yeah, probably.
Um,
If I get first pick, I'll be like, yeah. he's
Also,
mine.
a big announcement for the show. We are now an affiliate of Amazon, so you can go to our website, youdon'tknowjackshow.com, find the Amazon links, and it doesn't cost you anything extra, but when you're buying a product on Amazon, you can go to the link, and you can also help the show at the same time. We get a certain commission back for whatever you buy off of Amazon if you go through our link. So please go to our website, youdon'tknowjackshow.com, and do that. All right, we'll end the show with college football. Nick Saban finally lets Maurice Smith transfer to Georgia. That's the big kind of the big news in college football right now, or at least I've heard a lot of people talking about it. This is the Jeff Schultz blog for some reason. jeffschultz.blog.myajc.com. Last week after the AGC's Seth Emerson broke the story about an Alabama reserve defensive back having his attempted transfer to Georgia blocked by Nick Saban, he wrote that the coaches have too much power in college football, and the fact is, it is now a fact because
I didn't know that coaches could block that.
I think they can, but now Nick Saban unblocked it. He said he could.
I thought that would be like up to like the dean of the school or.
I don't know.
Like
I don't know how it goes or something, but the fact that Nick Saban would try to prevent a player, Morris Smith, who graduated in 3 years after transferring to another SEC school, was even more ridiculous than Kirby Smart blocking a backup running back, A.J. Turman, from transferring to an SEC school, Georgia Tech or Miami. This wasn't about the rules. It wasn't even about the competition. It was merely another example of college coaches and their yes-man administrators completely losing perspective on the college mission or semblance of it. So, Aaron, was it a good idea for Nick Saban to finally break down and let him go?
I think they shouldn't have a say. Like what? How do they get a say in it? This isn't the NFL. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. He should have no say in it whatsoever. I don't think.
Does it make Nick Saban look better after he?
I think he
originally-
shouldn't have rejected it in the first place. I mean,
Yeah.
if the dude wants to transfer, just leave him alone. Let him
Yeah.
go,
I think it almost makes him look worse because
I think he looks bad for rejecting it in the first place.
I think it makes him look worse because it makes him basically said, I was wrong. And I think people are going to be now like, what? Nick Saban admitted
Yeah.
wrong?
The almighty Nick Saban.
Yeah. I think this could be the downfall for Alabama this season. Jonah, what do you think?
Was this player even good?
Yeah, he's supposed to be
He's
pretty.
really good.
He's
Where's
supposed
he
to be pretty
transferring?
good. He's supposed to be going to Georgia.
Oh, Georgia.
Yeah, I really don't see the point in
I could
having that
kind of
power
see him rejecting that only
to-
because they're like rivals.
to be
Yeah.
able to reject something like that.
I just didn't think they could.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
I think
I'm
it's
kinda
a
surprised.
SEC rule possibly. I think they were possibly going to take it to the federal courts, and that would probably not have gone well
Like,
for Nick
you would
Saban.
think that would be like
Probably
with
not.
like the dean or I don't know. That should
Yeah,
be with somebody
it's-
higher up than football coach. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. Even if it is Nick Saban. So here's now the next question. Has it been the Jim Harbaugh offseason? Like, basically, has it been Jim Harbaugh's offseason? It seems like everybody's talking about him. Jonah, do you think it's been the Jim Harbaugh offseason in college football?
Well, I don't know much about college football, but
Quit saying that every time. You make yourself sound stupid.
You can only say it once.
They know
I
that
mean,
already.
I don't know if it is or not.
Well, based on what I told you, does it seem like it's the Jim Harbaugh offseason?
Not really, I guess.
Okay. Aaron!
As a Hawkeye fan, I'm gonna say I hope not. So that's. I mean, go Hawks.
I mean, it's not the. I didn't say it was the Jim Harbaugh season, college football season. But it's basic to me. It's been basically all about Jim Harbaugh. He's going to make Michigan so good this year. They're going to be so good. They're going to be.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like crossing my fingers.
Be in the Final Four. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm just saying it's basically been his off season because everybody's been talking about him. I'm not saying that's a good thing for his season, but the yay or nay question.
I think he hates it that people talk about him. He's one of those, like, I saw a thing on Facebook of him walking out of an interview.
Oh, really?
Because he got mad at the reporters. Good old Harbaugh.
One thing we forgot to do last week for the Hawkeyes is come up with a player on the defensive side, player to watch out for, and I think you said Desmond King, and I am going to say Brandon Snyder.
Is Drew Ott back?
Nope, he is not. He is done. And I'm going to say Brandon Snyder, obviously a native of Northwest Iowa. Went to West Lyon, graduated there. Great basketball player, great football player, and I think he's probably going to start. I'm pretty sure he's going to start, and I'm pretty sure he's going to make some noise on the back end of the defense.
Mainly special teams last year.
Yeah, and he blocked a kick or partially blocked a kick last year. That was
I think he could be the next, like, I don't want to say Tyler Sash because of what happened, but
yeah,
I meant like on the field.
Yeah,
he could be the next,
or like a John Loudermilk,
like an electrifying like Eric Weddle.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Jonah, who's a defensive player that you think?
Desmond King any day though.
Parker Hesse.
No, Jonah. Jonah knows where his bread's buttered.
Yeah, totally.
Desmond.
Yeah, I'd probably go with Desmond.
Desmond who?
Jonah doesn't
Desmond
even
King.
know who that is.
Well,
I'm going to go with C.J. Beathard, guys.
Yeah.
He's a good linebacker.
I mean, someday I'll get more into college.
Yes, this year.
Yeah, this year, yeah.
It's got to happen. It's got to happen, boy.
It's been on the back burner
make you
for me.
Oh, that back burner.
Yeah.
I'm going to put you on the back burner.
Better put Netflix on the back burner, boy.
Oh,
now we good. Gotta watch that.
All right. Yay or nay, it will be the Jim Harbaugh season in college football.
No.
I just said that, dang it.
Yeah.
Well, you said it shouldn't be the off season, but...
No, I said I hope it's not either.
Okay.
No.
I'm going to say no as well, but everybody seems like it's going to be. And
go Hawks.
Yay or nay, Alabama will continue dominance this season. Jonah.
What?
Alabama will continue dominance this season. Yay or nay?
I
they
feel
won
like
the national championship last year.
I feel like they're kind of like the Patriots. Like
Tell us how you feel, Jonah.
They're constantly like going to be on top.
It's like Alabama is the Spurs and they're the Patriots, and
pretty much every time you think like, nope, they're not doing it, they're right there. So
dang it!
Like last year, I didn't think they'd win it, and they won it.
Old Clemson couldn't finish them off.
Yeah, they'll still be there.
Nope, I'm going to disagree. I'm going to say nay. They will not be in. They will not finish in the top four. They will not be in the. They will not be in the college football playoff.
You can't sit here and say.
I think they'll finish in the top 10, but I don't think they'll finish in the top 4.
You can't say they're not going to be there. Come on, man.
They're not going to be there. I'm saying it.
As long as Nick Saban's the coach.
They have a tough schedule, man. I don't see them being in the college football playoff.
Who else has a tough schedule? I think
not the Hawkeyes.
Wisconsin. Somebody I saw the other day had like a really hard schedule. I was
Yeah.
like, holy cow.
So Nick Saban is near the end of his college career. Jonah, yay or nay? He's 63 years old, I believe.
He's 63?
I believe so.
Looks like he's 40.
Yeah.
Holy
I would say-
moly. I guess that's what money does for you.
Let's look it up.
Jeez.
Wikipedia.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I'd say
Great pod right here.
I'd say anybody, would retire at that age if they
I
were
think
if they were,
he's
smart.
going to try to win one more.
Yeah.
He's 64. I was wrong.
Jeez.
How many national titles does he have?
5, I think.
5? Yeah. He'll try to win one more.
Going for the Michael Jordan.
I think a few more years, if he doesn't win one, then he'll probably retire. But
Do you see him going anywhere else?
nah.
NFL?
Depends on the offer.
Yeah.
If somebody gives him enough money, I wouldn't pass.
I don't think he's going anywhere. I think he's got.
I didn't think he did that well.
I think
in
he's
the
got
NFL,
2
though.
more. I think he's got maybe 2 more years left in Alabama, and
He's more of a college coach.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to win another championship. I think he'll do 2 more years and.
Some
He'll call
guys
it
just
quits.
can't coach in the NFL.
Yep. Nick Saban's one of them. Jim Harbaugh has had more success in the NFL, but he's back in college.
Yeah,
so.
probably won't be for long though.
Yeah, yeah. And then the last one, the Hawkeyes will be undefeated. We've kind of talked about this one. The Hawkeyes will be undefeated
Like I said,
heading
no.
into the Michigan game. Yay or nay?
Oh, into that game?
into the Michigan?
Yeah, I'd say yeah.
I'd probably say yeah on that one.
I
That
will
Wisconsin game will be good though.
Say, yeah. I will say yay as well, and I think the Hawkeyes, like I said, I think they'll be either 11-1 or 10-2, something like that.
I'd say 10-2 at worst.
Yeah. If they lose more than 2 games, I'm going to be
I just hope they win their bowl
I'd
game
say-
this year.
yeah, not get crushed.
I mean,
blah blah blah.
I think that Michigan game is going to be really, really good, but I think Michigan still probably will win.
I hope they
Yep.
get a good bowl
Go
and they win.
11-1.
maybe college football player.
I don't even care if they win the Big Ten. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sure Michigan will probably win that. And we saw what happened to Michigan State after they won the Big Ten last year. So
Yep. Well, this has been the You Don't Know Jack Show with Jonah, Aaron, and Carson. You can follow us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Instagram, Facebook.com/You Don't Know Jack Show, Twitter.com/Don't Know Jack Show, and Instagram.com/You Don't Know Jack Show. And the website, as always, YouDon'tKnowJackShow.com. Also, don't forget about our wonderful sponsors, CarRental8.com. Use the promo code JackShow5. And also Amazon. Click on the link and buy something on Amazon. No extra cost to you, but it helps us out. And that is all today, folks. It's been a beautiful day here in
that's all,
in our
folks.
town. It's been a beautiful day in our town here today. It's like 70 degrees or something like that. The wind is...
It's a bit windy.
It's a bit chilly. It's got the kind of the sense of fall in the air.
It was chilly last night.
Football is coming back.
We're gonna have to get out the old pigskin, and
Toss it around a little bit. Jonah's got to work, and I just got off work before we started recording. So yeah, it's all busy for everybody. So anyways, this has been the You Don't Know Jack Show with Jonah, Aaron, and Carson. Wishing you all a good day, good night, whatever time of day you're listening to this, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
No show next week. See you in a couple weeks.
Bye.
Don't forget, you can find the show on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, and YouTube. If you have any questions involving the show or anything about one of the guys, you can go to our website, youdon'tknowjackshow.com. Thanks for listening.